everybody. Thank you for taking some time again. We are tonight just to chat to another one of our female athletes participating on the 29th of July at the Barnyard in Menlyn. It is EFL 8. And ladies and gentlemen, in front of me is Alexia Pienaar. Nice to see you, Alexia. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks so much, Chris, for having me again.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see you. You did fight with us before in EFL. You lost on points the last time. You fought against Daniela. Tell us a bit about, post fight. How did that feel for you?
Listen, for me, I was excited just to have my first fight either way. So post that fight, it just gave me a lot more ambition and a lot more like angst to just get back in the ring and keep training. So for me, it was a very good fight. And it being my first fight, so EFL is very close to my heart. And only been training for like 6 months when I went in. So yeah, like post fight, I needed a bit of a week to recover. But after that, I was just back at the gym training harder.
So now you're taking on Muaythai Skulls. She's debuting with us in EFL. You have fought her before in development, but this is now, as you know, EFL. Things get a little bit more turned up. The fights are much stronger and harder, and the crowd is more vibier. Tell me, how's camp leading up into this fight? How's your mental space? Where are you coming into this fight?
So since my first EFL fight, camp never really stopped for me. I just have kept going since then. So nothing's changed from that perspective. The intensity has stayed the same. I think I'm just getting about another hour in a day, so about 2 to 3 hours a day of just physical training. So I'm feeling good and confident for this one.
Well, great. I mean, you said earlier, which was quite nice, is EFL's close to your heart where you had that fight. You were still with us in the birthplace of EFL, being at Warrior Sports there in Centurion. We have now moved up into the Barnyard in Menlyn, bigger lights, much nicer arena for us and so forth. How does it feel now coming into this space only for your second fight?
I'm actually very excited. I think it's going to be an amazing event. It's going to have such a great crowd. We know that the crowd always turns up, so I'm very excited for it, to be honest, yeah.
Great stuff. So you've also got one of your other fellow athletes participating on the night. Richard is fighting also on the night. Tell me, being in camp with Richard, being in the Pro-Am division, does that give you a lot of insight into where you're going into the sport, and how is it camping with those level fighters?
Yeah, so with Richie, I think he's just on another level at the moment. It's difficult to keep up with him. So camp with him has been intense. That's all I can say. It's just been an intense ride. When you spar with him, he can make you look pretty silly. So you have to have a really strong heart. But it's also taught me so much. Like I couldn't have wished to train with anyone else but Richie. He's an amazing athlete. He's got such great fighter IQ that you can always learn from. So being able to access that from him has been a really special time.
Well, we know the gym you come from, Crew Elite Gym with Crew David. Fantastic gym, always been with us from the beginning. We love having you guys be part of EFL. So just as a close off to this little chat with you, just behind the scenes, what do you have to say to the people coming to watch you on the night?
I'm excited for them to come and watch me. I think the gym has always been, we've got such an amazing team here. Everyone is so supportive, whether we're training for a fight or it's a couple of weeks before we start training for a fight. I think that every time anyone from the gym goes into a fight, we all just get extra motivated and more motivated. So there's definitely a great ethos of inspiration just amongst everyone, people who've been training for 2 weeks to 2 years. So I'm very excited for them to come and watch and to be a part of this journey. Yeah.
Well, great, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alexia Pienaar. She's fighting in our heavyweight division, 75 kgs up. 29th of July at Barnyard Menlyn. Come and support, come and shout for her. She's on the card. She's going to put a great performance on. Alexia, all the best with your camp. I wish you all the best in your training, and we'll see you on the 29th.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Greg.
you.